Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. So welcome again to English proficiency lessons. Today we have a lesson in grammar, or it is the simple past. So let's welcome and start learning. So the outline of our presentation for today is the following. We have the form, the affirmative form, and we have both simple past regular and simple past of irregular verbs. Then we move to the negative form, the question form or the interrogative form. Then we have when the tense is used. Then we will see some uses of the simple past and sometime expressions. Then we will end with some practice. So let's welcome and let's start learning. So we have the form, simple past, regular. Normally in the simple past we add ed to verbs. Example, want, so we have ed. She wanted to go with her friend to the party. Visit, also we add ed. So she visited a friend last holiday. So these are regular verbs, and with these regular verbs we just add ed. There is one thing we have to know before we go further in the lesson. In the English, it's not like in French or in other languages. In English, we have just one form for all the other pronouns. For example, you can say I wanted, she wanted, he wanted, it wanted, we wanted. So all the other, let's say, pronouns, we use ed. All the other persons, whether singular or plural, it's the same form. So let's continue to the other forms. Another form, for some verbs, we just add D, especially with regular verbs ending in a silent E. So, for example, we have close, we have E. So we will not add another ED, we just add ED. It became closed. She closed the door 2 minutes ago. Phone, she phoned her mother last night. Die, my grandfather died 20 years ago. Now we move to some verbs ending with a vowel plus y. So we have to be very careful here because things are starting to get complicated. But if we just pay attention a little bit, there will be no problem. So look at play. We have A and Y. So we have vowel A plus Y. With these verbs, especially regular verbs, we just add ed. I played basketball last week. Enjoy. We have O, this is a vowel, plus Y. So I enjoyed the movie last night. Stay. She stayed at home last weekend. So all these verbs, they end in a vowel plus y, we just add ed. So we will move to another type of verbs which are related with this one, and we will see. Now with the second type of verbs which end with y, we have consonant plus y. So in the previous verbs, we have seen vowel plus y, but now we will see verbs that end in a consonant plus y. So regular verbs ending in a consonant plus y, they take an I, E, D. So in the simple past, the y becomes an I followed by ed. Example, marry. So we have R plus y. It becomes I, E-D, married. Try. We have try. We have R plus Y, which means the end is an R plus a Y. That's the end of the verb. So we change the Y into I and we add ed. Also the same for cry. We have cried. So we have some other special cases that we can add to the ones we have seen. We have some verbs that end in one vowel plus one consonant. We double the consonant. So example, we have plan. Plan ends with an N, which is a consonant, but before that N, we have A. Okay, we have just one vowel. So the N is doubled and it becomes planned. The same for ban, banned. So with this type of these verbs, we double the N and we add the ED. The other special cases, number two, especially in British English, verbs that end with the L is doubled, but not in the American English. The L is doubled, but not in the American English. So we have travel, traveled, cancel, cancelled, level, leveled. So as you see, the L becomes two L's when we add the ED. But in American English, we can just say traveled with one L, cancelled with one L, and leveled with one L. Now we will move to simple past of regular verbs. In English, there are about 200 irregular verbs and these verbs don't follow a specific rule. Those verbs need to be studied by themselves for the first year and second year students, second year baccalaureate students. Those verbs are included at the last pages of your textbook, and we'll just give you here some examples. So we have begin, we change the I into A, and it becomes began in the simple past. Speak, it becomes spoke, and put does not change, it stays put. To get more understanding of these verbs, look at our video series for irregular verbs. Now we move to the negative form. So look at this sentence. I studied German last year. To add not to the sentence, we must add did. We must add this auxiliary verb, did. Okay? Because I studied German last year, this is an affirmative sentence. We need to change it to the negative sentence. So the sentence becomes, I did not study the German last year. Of course, the sentence here is not correct, but just to show you what are the things we need to do. So first we add did plus not, but we need to do something. So did is conjugated in the simple past, so studied changes to the infinitive. So the sentence becomes, I didn't study. So study here is an infinitive without to. I didn't study German last year. So this is how we make the negative form. We just add did and we add not, or here I didn't study, and the verb becomes in the infinitive without to. And this is how we make the negative form. So now we move to the interrogative question, or to the question form. So look at, I studied German last year. We use the same sentence. If we want to add a question mark to this sentence, we must add did, which means if we want to make it a question, we have to add did. But again, the verb should become in the infinitive. So the form of the sentence is, did I study German last year? Did I study German last year? And then we have, if we have a WH word or WH question, we have, what did I study? What did I study? Where did you go? What did you do? Etc. So this is how we change the sentence into the question form. Remember, did plus subject plus verb in the infinitive. So when the action of the simple past happened, the action of the simple past happened at a specific time in the past. So as you see here, the simple past, it's everything in the past, but We speak about a specific time in the past. And we will see that when we move to the use of the simple past. So when do we use the simple past? Normally, we use the simple past when we have an action that happened in the past and it's finished, and we don't have anything else to say. We just want to inform the speaker or the listener or the reader, etc., about a situation that happened in the past. No more, no less. So, for example, when we have finished actions in the past, for example, yesterday I went to the market. When we have longer situations, I spent all my childhood among the dunes in the desert. When we have repeated short actions in the past, like I woke up, I had my breakfast, then I went out, etc. Or in stories, when we write a novel or a short story, etc. So we can say, one day, a little boy decided to go out to the forest, and we continue our story. Now we move to time expressions we use with the simple past. So as you see here, we have three different things we can use. But we have others, but these are the common ones. We can say last, for example, last night, last Sunday, last week, last weekend, last year, last summer, last spring, etc. You can add as much as you want. Or we can use the word ago, like 15 minutes ago, 2 hours ago, 3 days ago, a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, etc. Or we can use yesterday, like here we can add yesterday morning, yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening. We can add yesterday plus a specific time, yesterday at 7 o'clock, etc. And we can use time, especially past time, like in 1999, in 1960, or just in 2000, in 2019. We don't have a problem as much as long as the time is the past. Okay, so these are the time expressions that we use with the simple past. Now we will move to some practice. So put the verbs between brackets into the correct form or in the correct form. I will give you some 5 minutes. Try to pause the video and do the exercise, and then in the next slide you will see the correction. So we have yesterday, and I play basketball with my friends. We have not visit our families in the last weekend. We have blank space, we have you, and we have blank space and study for the test last week. Remember, we have a question mark here, and this is something many students keep asking me about, especially at the day of the exam. I speak to my friend 10 minutes ago. She not come to class yesterday. So pause the video and then let's continue to see the correction. So for the correction we have yesterday I played. We have play plus ed. It becomes played basketball with my friends. We not visit. It becomes we didn't visit our families in the last weekend. And for this sentence it's a question. So did you study for the test? Study is in the infinitive. We don't have the IED because we have already did. I speak becomes spoke. I spoke to my friend 10 minutes ago and she not come. It becomes she didn't come to class yesterday. And again, this is the end of our lesson for today. I wish that you have understood the simple past. And if you have any questions, if there is something you didn't understand, you can write that in the comment section. And if you like our video, please subscribe and share with your friends. And thank you so much. See you in the next video.